Good morning to you. It's Sunday, the 11th of February 2018. A warm welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you as always from Television Centre here in Royal Berkshire. Something going mad with my monitor computer this morning. You can't see it, it's right next to me there. But it was making all sorts of crackling noises, and so I thought, I hope the signals are going all right to you. But I was checking through my mobile phone, and it does sound all right. So I hope we're coming to you loud and clear. I noticed something immediately new on my Facebook thing, in that little notes that tell me who's joined and who's left and what have you are now coming up with a green background. Anyone else notice that? Got a green background on there. How strange and mysterious that is. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit tired this morning. Let's just say hello to some of you. Joanna is first on YouTube. Good morning, Joanna. Good morning to Osmandias in San Jose. Do you know the way to San Jose? La 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 la. I love it. I love it. Not been there myself. Not been to San Jose yet. Diane Jebb is there with the first message on Facebook this morning. Morning, Diane. Hope you're well, darling. Did you see I showed you everyone? Oh, where's it gone? Oh, it's over there now. I did show everyone your birthday card that you sent on Monday last week when I was 55. Good morning to Ray Reynolds also, who joins us this morning. Feeling a bit tired this morning, to be honest. Last night, I've already been up this morning, got up at 20 past 7 this morning, jumped on my bike about 20 past 8 and off I cycled to church. I had some of that Alpro yogurt this morning. I don't know if you've had any of that. I have, every morning I have overnight oats, which is fat-free yogurt, oats, like porridge oats, some sort of berries, usually 99 times out of 100 blueberries for me, which incidentally are on special offer at the moment in all the supermarkets. There must be a glut. I like that word, glut. There must be a glut of blueberries at the moment, boys and girls. They were doing them in Waitrose, £3 for a great big thing like that. In Aldi, they were 89 pence each for the smaller ones. Even in Sainsbury's, they were like, I think something like £3 for a very large one. So there's a glut of blueberry. Get them quickly. Get them quickly, boys and girls. You need those blueberries. Yes. So, and I layer that, you see, and I have that in the morning. Now, usually, I'll just have a normal fat-free yogurt, but I thought I'll try the Alpro one. I have I used to have the Alpro milk. I have soya milk, not the Alpro one, because they put a blooming taste in it. Now, that is the Alpro unsweetened one I used to have, and it was fine for years, and then suddenly they put some sort of blooming taste in it, and it's rank in tea. Absolutely rank. I don't know why people muck around with things that are already working perfectly well. I've had this for years in nightclubs and things like that. Like, you're doing something, and then some new manager comes in and takes over and starts changing things of something that's already working. You know, look at some of these karaoke nights I've done. Very successful. So, not all of them. Some of them are going really well, really well. Then someone takes over and they cancel it without even seeing it. Don't make any sense to me. But anyway, so I had the Alpro yogurt this morning. That's not nice either. And I gave a little bit. I was making the yogurt last night. My mate was driving me around yesterday. I'll come to that in a minute. Gave some of it to my mate. I said, see what that tastes like to you. I said, it tastes of like a powdery taste. Good morning, Shane. It's like a powdery taste of this Alpro yogurt. Anyway, yeah, this man. He said it actually tastes like wallpaper paste smells. So I've got another 2 pots of that in the fridge. I did try and change them last week, because I've already had one, and I didn't really like it. I thought, well, I'll better eat them then, because they won't change any dairy things, unfortunately. Something to do. Blimey, my monitor over there is going mad this morning. I just went like that for some reason. I didn't do that, did I? Did I go like that? It's like the thing suddenly sped up to catch up with itself. How strange. Yeah, they won't change any of that dairy stuff. So I thought, well, I'll have another one this morning. I haven't enjoyed it, so I'm going to chuck the other 2 away and be done with it. If you don't like it, you don't like. What's the point? You know, for the sake of £1 or £2 for 2 of them. They're on special offer as well, so I'll go back to the normal yogurt. Anyway, I had that this morning. Jumped on me, so don't bother with that. Alpro yogurt, it's just got a... I don't know what this taste is they're putting in all their stuff. They've got it in the unsweetened soya milk as well. It's just horrible. But if you buy the supermarket own brand, whatever supermarket you're in, the own brand unsweetened soya milk, that's fine. That hasn't got that horrible taste in it. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Good morning, Miami. 6:23. I am a breakfast show in Miami this morning. Good morning to Kirkland, who's in Miami. Ozzy says, I eat stale cut oats. Oh, Irish ones. Yeah, they're the ones I have. I have Flanagan's. Do you know Flanagan's? Organic Irish porridge oats. Flanagan's. It's in like a paper packet with green writing on it. Very, very tasty. Very tasty indeed. So I jumped on my bike. It was very windy this morning and the wind was cold. It's not particularly cold out, but the wind when it blows is cold. Now, fortunately, I have my merino wool socks on. One moment. Merino wool socks. Can you see those? Very nice these are. Now, I only recently bought these because I got some thin old socks, you know, dirt cheap things they were. I discovered these on Amazon. I put in wool socks, merino wool socks. And I said to my mate, what's merino wool? And he said, oh, no, that's very high quality wool, that is. He said, try them. So I thought 6 pairs, for about 12 quid or something like that, which is about 16, 17 American dollars. And I wear these, and what an improvement that's made to the circulation on my feet. And they don't smell. My feet don't smell anymore. Mind you, things don't smell as you get older. Isn't that funny? You'd think it would be the other way round. Who's got a teenage boy as a son? Eh? Who's about 14? And you go in their room, don't the things stink, dear? My 2 nephews, as they were growing up, I'd go in, you know, if I was staying at their house, I'd go in the morning and possibly wake them up. And the room used to stink. Absolutely reeked of feet. What's all that about, lads? You don't seem to smell so much as you get older, unless, of course, you've got a trouble with wind. And I've got a little story about that a little bit later on, a little story about wind for you this morning, coming up on the show, okay? So I cycled to church with my merino socks on. Oh, did you know you can get merino vests? Merino wool undergarments. So you can get like long johns and like vests made of merino wool, which you put underneath your normal clothes. Now, here's a question. Do you know the answer to this? So if I was to buy, because I'm fed up being cold when I go out in the winter, and it's so cold here in the UK in the winter, it really is, and not as bad as New York. Oh my God. New York, never ever go to New York in January and February. That is the coldest place on this planet. Good morning, Guy. Going to tell him about your wedding in a minute. It's awful, awful. Anyway, so you can get undergarments made of merino wool. Now, here's the question, right? Do merino wool undergarments, do they go between underwear and normal clothes? So you put your pants on and then you put your merino long johns on. Now, I don't wear a vest. So would I just put a merino wool like undergarment under this shirt, or would I need a vest underneath that? Does it make like 3 layers, or do you wear the merino wool directly onto you? I'm not sure about that. Oh, but would that make you itchy? No, it won't make you itchy because my feet aren't itchy. My feet aren't itchy. Where do you put the merino wool undergarments? Because I'm considering buying some. I don't want to. I'm fed up being cold. Fed up being cold when I walk out in the streets. So I'm considering buying merino. I'm getting older and older, aren't I? Merino wool undergarments. Let me know what you think. Do you have to wear underwear with them, or do they become underwear? Very interesting. Now Ozzy says merino wool is from New Zealand and you wear them directly. Okay, so they replace vests and pants, do they? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I might get some of those. All right. So I cycled to church, got a little bit cold this morning, went to church this morning, 9 o'clock. And Vivian was sitting next to me. That was all well and good. Nice little mass this morning. Nothing of excitement happening there, except to tell you that I can't believe Ash Wednesday is on Wednesday. Lent starts on Wednesday. Did you know that? That's quick this year, isn't it? Ash Wednesday is on Wednesday. Lent starts on Wednesday. What are you going to give up then? So Shrove Tuesday, it's Pancake Day Tuesday. On the 13th of February? That sounds very early to me. Isn't it usually at the end of February or the beginning of March? Can't believe it. So in 40 days' time, from Ash Wednesday, it's Easter Sunday. Isn't it? Have I got that right? One moment, please. I will refer to my date desk diary. One moment, please. My calendar. Here it is. Hang on. Easter Sunday, 1st of April. My God, that's quick, isn't it? That's ever so quick. So there we are. Ash Wednesday on Wednesday. Shrove Tuesday on Tuesday. Get your pancakes ready and all that business. What are you giving up for Lent? That's the question. I don't know what to give up. I don't know what to give up. It's pointless me giving up chocolate or crisps or cakes or bread because I've done all that for Slimming World when I lost my 2 stone. £28. So I don't know what to give up. I could give up coming up and talking to you every morning. That'd give you a rest from my voice, wouldn't it, eh? Do you like the idea of that? So that was church. I've come back here. I've got a lovely dinner in the slow cooker. I've got a lovely chilli. A Quorn, Quorn, a Quorn chili in the slow cooker, which has been going all night. It's actually ready now. So I thought I'd just come up and talk to you for half an hour before I go down and have my dinner. And I shall be having that with some lovely spaghetti. Then popping out to the supermarket and getting some normal yogurts. And that's my day today, really. Not a lot to do today. Nothing to do tonight. So I should be watching some telly or something like that. Good morning, Kevin. Welcome to the show. So yesterday, sorry I couldn't be with you yesterday. I basically run out of time in the morning. On Saturday mornings, I record my music and chat show that I do on Upload Radio. It's plays out on Upload Radio on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, uploadradio.com. If you can't listen at that time, after 10 o'clock, sort of from 11, you can get it on a catch-up thing, all right? So that's uploadradio.com. So I recorded that yesterday morning. And then it was like, I think it was about 12 o'clock then, because I got up late yesterday. I was ever so tired. Friday night when I got in from work, I was really tired. I don't know why, but my work at the moment is making me extremely tired when I get in for some reason. I don't know why that is. It never used to be as bad. It has got busier. Maybe it's because it's busier or hotter. I'm not quite sure why that is, but I'm getting very tired at the end of a night's work. I do, if you're new to the show, you won't know, I do karaoke nights and a quiz night as well on a Wednesday. Next karaoke, incidentally, is Monday at 8 o'clock, Central Station Bar, Wharfdale Road, King's Cross. Okay, for cheap drinks and karaoke on Monday night. Do join us for that. It's in North London, all right, near King's Cross area. Come out the station, walk up York Way, turn right at the thing, and then you're there. Then it was 12 o'clock. And I had a wedding to go to yesterday. So my mate was coming to pick me up at 1 o'clock because the wedding was in London at Islington Town Hall. So at 12 o'clock, I thought, I haven't got time to talk to you now anyway. So I had my shower, got ready. Then my mate came round and we left here bang on 1 o'clock, as he said he would. He drove me. I could have taken the train, but it's a bit of a pain. It's a bit of a pain, really, to get a train in. And you don't want to drive into London during the daytime any day, Whether it's a Monday, Saturday or a Sunday, you really don't want to drive into London any day of the week unless you absolutely have to. The only time I drive into London is for work. That's it. It can take me 2 hours to get to work and an hour to come back again. That's traffic. And it's a nightmare. And it's the same all the time. And then if you don't get the traffic, you might get done for parking in the wrong place. There's a road near my work, right outside my work, that at night time, you can't park on it. And it's not clear. There's all these signs up which give times. Oh, can I park it? It's one of those places. Oh, can I park there or can't I park there? I'm not quite sure. You know what I mean? And it's not known that I've had a ticket on this particular road a couple of years ago when I used to park there all the time. Why have I got this ticket? Anyway, I showed that. Yeah, he said, let's have a look at the sign. And he read the signs. He said, no, you're not allowed to park there at all. At all. And most people think they can park there because it's like 10 o'clock at night. No, they're coming round, coming round, putting the tickets on. Those private traffic wardens. The private traffic wardens. You know them, don't you, darlings? Eh? They're the people that you look at them and you think, I wish you were dead. I'm sorry. What an awful joke. Just write another ticket there. They hide behind lampposts, dear. I used to hide behind trees. They hide behind lampposts. Kirkland is giving up religion. Yeah, good luck to you. Nothing happened at church, Ozzy. Nothing happened at church at all. Nothing exciting today. So he picked us up about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We drove into London, which was okay till we got to Euston, and it was stop, start, all the way to Islington Town Hall. Got there bang on time. I was thinking about 15 minutes early. We timed it very, very well indeed. And already there were guests going up the stairs. Got out of the car, said goodbye to my mate. Off he went. And went into Islington Town Hall. And there was some bloke sitting on the entrance desk. Well, I thought we might be searched or something like that, or at least gone through some sort of metal detector machine. Beep, 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 beep. Something like that. Latifa says, can I speak slowly? I'm afraid not, because there's a lot of people. I can't speak slowly just for one person, darling. Perhaps if you get a little bit more English lessons, you'll be able to speed up with the rest of us, darling. All right, my love. Good morning to Ray Reynolds. And Adam's there as well. Good morning, Adam. Oh, Adam's had a few parking tickets. God knows how much. Must be about £23,000. I can afford it, though. Yeah, probably not as much as I could afford it, though, Adam, eh? Anyway, so we went in. I went into the town hall. There's a bloke sitting at the desk there. No searching or anything like that, which I found quite strange. I thought we got through a metal detector thing or something like that. And it was pouring down with rain as I went in, and there was some poor lady in a Islington green jacket and a broom sweeping up the confetti from the wedding before. And I did feel sorry for her. She looked absolutely knackered, this little lady. Did you see the lady? She was sitting downstairs waiting for the next lot of confetti to be thrown. Poor lady. What a job that is to have to go out there in the pouring rain and sweep the confetti up. God, I did feel sorry for her. And she didn't look happy at all. She was probably blooming cold doing that. Dear me. So I went up the stairs. It's lovely, actually. Islington Town Hall. It's a really, really nice place. Go up the stairs, and up there are the guests for the next wedding, which was the one I was going to. And the wedding was for two of my very good friends, Guy, who also happens to be the manager of the general manager of Central Station, and his other half, Ricky. And they're two very good friends of mine. And while I was standing there, they both appeared, and they got two most wonderful suits. Why haven't I uploaded a picture onto my system to show you of these two people? How stupid can I be? In fact, I'm going to do that now. I can't be talking about them and you can't see them. How stupid am I? What am I? Stupid. That is correct. Now, this will take a little while. A minute or so while I try and do this. Now, where is it? I know Kelly Wilde did a really good picture yesterday, so let's see if I can grab her one. Where is it now? No, not there. Not there. There it is. That's the one. She was in Brighton last night. She was all over the place yesterday, Kelly Wilde, wasn't she? That's my favourite picture. Right, hang on. Let's just download this to the system. It will appear on your screens as if by magic very, very shortly, boys and girls. Do not worry. Open... show in folder. There it is. Put that in. This is what I have to do to show you a picture. Usually I would have done this before we even started. Right, so I've done that there. Switch that to that. What's that there? Okay. Remove that. Add that. Come on, where are you, boys? And browse. And that folder. Right, where are you, lads? There he is. That's from there. There is that done. That done there. And transform and fit the screen. And are you ready? Here's the two lads who got married yesterday. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. There they are. That's Guy. Look at all the effort I have to go to show you a picture. Honestly, you think it's just easy, don't you? It's not. All that effort just to show you that picture. But it was worth it, wasn't it? It was worth showing you the picture. So there they are. That's the two boys who got married yesterday in Islington Town Hall. The event itself was over, what do you call it? Overseed? Oversawn? The bloke who done it, the bloke who performed the ceremony, I think his name's Dave, and he's like really, it's like an old-fashioned look he's got. He's got like a moustache like that. And he's such a nice person. And when I watched him doing his ceremony, like master of ceremonies type thing, he's the legal guy. I think he's the legal guy. So he does all the, do you say you're going to marry so-and-so? Yes, I do. He does all that bit. Yeah. And I was watching him and I thought it was just so professional. He's absolutely doing the job that he was born to do. He was so good at it. And I've known this bloke for a couple of years, for he comes in one of the pubs that I work in Central Station, funnily enough. And I thought he was really good at doing the job. He did the best and made them feel comfortable and, laid back. He's got he comes across as like a bit of a laid back attitude, which is correct. I think is correct. And it just makes calm. That's it. Calm. That's the word. Not laid back. Calm. He's very calm. And the whole place, I felt he made feel very calm and attentive to what he was doing. He was so good at that job. I think his name's Dave. He really was. So that happened. And the two boys got married. And the room is like a circular room. Now, I have got a load of pictures and videos, and I will make a video of this, hopefully sometime today, because I'm not doing anything today, so I'll try and put it all together. I've actually got 2 videos to put together at the moment. The one's at the of afternoon tea at the Strand Palace Hotel that we went on Thursday, and the wedding. I'll do the wedding first, though, because I think that's more important. So I'll try and put that together today. And it was a circular room, very old sort of worldy. And there were microphones everywhere. And I thought these were karaoke. I kept trying to sing into mine, but some bastard hadn't turned the amplifier on, so no one could hear us. But never mind. There was a lot of cameras flashing away, and there was a lady next to me, actually, with a very noisy camera. Every time she took her phone, like that, it went click. What a noisy camera. And you'll hear that on my video. Every now and again there's this click and as she's changing lenses and things like that. The rest of us have all got iPhones. Surprising everyone's like this with their iPhones, I'm surprised at the amount of people who take pictures with their iPhones and they don't keep the damn camera still. How annoying is that when you're trying to watch it back? And most people seem to do it like that as well. Why don't you do it like that? It looks better like that, doesn't it? I do all my videos. If I did this video like that, you'd only get that bit of me. How disappointing would that be? You wouldn't see the beautiful flowers that people have sent me. Look at this. Birthday gifts. So the wedding came and went, and we left. It was pouring down with rain afterwards. Absolutely worse than when we came in. Chucking it down. And Ray Reynolds, is a very good friend. He's with us this morning, actually. Ray Reynolds, who sends a message, actually, to Guy and Ricky. He says, "Hello, Guy and Ricky. What a wonderful day, and thank you so much for the great day and wishing you the best wishes for the future," which is very nice. Good morning to Mustafa joining us today. Any more messages coming through there? Okay, put your messages on and I'll read them as they come through, or you might be a little bit of a gap while I'm chatting away, okay? So Ray says, are you coming to get the bus? I said, I don't know. I said, can I get a bus? I said, with cash? He said, have you got a card? And I said, I'm like, well, no, I've never had an Oyster card. I wouldn't know what to do. Don't know what to do with an Oyster card. Does that work? I don't know. He said, and Ray says, I think you can pay cash. And then someone said, no, you can't pay cash on that card. Have you got a debit card? I said, well, I have. He said, well, you can just touch that on the thing. Is that the wireless thing? The contactless? And he said, yeah. And I said to this bloke, I said, well, no. I said, I haven't got that set up. Because the first time you do it, if you want it to work, the first time you do it, you have to put a pin in. Well, you won't be able to do that on a bus, will you? Besides, I don't want the wireless thing. I don't like it. It worries me that I can be out in the street somewhere and someone go whoosh, along by my pocket, and steal my numbers. It could happen. We've heard these stories before. I could have my numbers stolen on these contactless cards. I don't trust them at all, so I've never set mine up. So he said, well, you won't be able to get on the bus then, unless you buy an Oyster card. Where do I get one of those from? newsagent. What, in Islington High Street? So in the end, we decided to go by tube. I said, well, I know there's cash machines in the tube. That'd be fine. So I've gone down we've all gone down the tube station. There's me, Ray Reynolds, and an excellent singer, Matt, who you've seen Matt singing at the karaoke. He came with us as well. So we're all heading towards the tube, walking down Islington High Street. I've got to say, as you get down the end of Upper Street, there's some very, very dodgy pubs and characters walking around. It's like completely different to the other end. Do you know what I mean? I'm sort of, holding on to my blooming mobile phone in my pocket and that. So it was a bit like that. Honest, down the bottom of Upper Street, as you're going towards, going away from London. Going towards Tottingham, I think. Tottenham or Totteridge, something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, so we get into the tube station and there in front of me are the machines. Wonderful then. So, gone to the machine. Put in your destination. So I'm looking. Of course, mine isn't listed. I start K-I-N, King's Cross. That's the one. Tapped King's Cross. Right? I've got a couple of quid in my hand ready. So tapped King's Cross. And then return, credit card, something like that. Single. Clicked single. Because I'm only just doing the one journey. Right? Pushed another button. £4.90, dear. And I said to Ray Reynolds, well, it's come up as £4.90. He said, oh, is it? I said, yeah. I said, I must have clicked return or something. So I'm looking at no, I've clicked all the right buttons. I said, £4.90. And then Matt comes over, who says, well, yeah, you're paying cash. I said, what do you mean? Because I'm paying cash. If you had an Oyster card, it would only have cost you about £1.50. I said, are you serious? He said, yes. £4.90 to go one stop on the bloody tube, dear. From, it wasn't Islington Station, from, I don't know what the name of the station was now. Can't remember the name of the station. Well, we were only going one station, £4.90, dear. Well, of course, I only had £2 coin in my pocket. Not only that, to add insult to injury, it says on the machine, no change given. Thieving bastards. No change given, all lit up, sparkling away it was on the machine. What have I got in my pocket? £20 note. No change, other than the £2 of... Oh, Christ. So Ray Reynolds kindly lent me £3. So I put my fiver in. Of course I did. And then make it even more insulting, it comes up. This is the button, no change given. Do you accept that, or do you want to cancel? Well, how can you cancel? You've got to get somewhere, haven't you? What a cheek. Got to get somewhere. You're not going to cancel it now, are you? So I've got my ticket out for £5. £5. Down the escalator we went. And as we got onto the platform, the train has come almost immediately. I'm always a bit weary on a tube station platform, aren't you? Someone's just going to come and, sort of while you're standing there, someone's going to come behind you and push you onto the rails. So I stand against the wall like that. It frightens me going on those tube trains, dear. And this thing's come screaming as it's coming into the station, dear. Horrendous. Doors up. Makes that noise. We get on the train. 2 seats. Ray Reynolds offered, I said if I wanted to sit down, as I was over 55 now. I said, no, that's all right, you old git. You sit down. I pushed him into the chair. So we're sitting there, the door's closed. Off it going. Ooh. My God, how noisy are those trains? Was it Victoria Line? Blimey, they're so noisy. I was deafened. I thought I played my music loud. Till I got on a tube train going from wherever it was to King's Cross Station. Really noisy trains. And it was quite amusing. Matt noticed that the recording that says stand clear of the doors had obviously got stuck. And for the whole journey, we kept saying, stand clear of the doors, please. Stand clear of the doors, please. For the whole journey. Not that you could hear it underneath the noise of the train. They are really noisy. Ooh, ooh, clanging away it was down there. This train must have been about 500 years old. I'm looking around. And of course, no one's talking to each other. Well, us three are. They're all got their heads down in their mobile bloody phones, playing the latest computer game, whatever it is now that everyone's playing. What's that thing with the coloured ball? Candy Floss? Is it Candy Floss? I don't know what it's called, dear. Never played it. Waste of time. What a waste of time. Pick up a newspaper and learn something about the world, dear. Sitting there, oh, shall I throw a little coloured ball at someone again? Oh, let's throw that little ball. Oh, I've knocked 2 balls off. Oh, I've got a point. I've got a little point. How exciting. Do you want some more balls? Yes, you can buy some more balls for £5. Click here. I don't think so. You're all off your heads. You're all off your heads playing these computer games on the train. Have a look around. Your latest partner might be on that train and you're going to miss them because you're tapping away here. Although Matt doesn't miss anything like that. Oh, no. Christ, Matt can smell a nice lad a mile off. It's like his little eyes light up. So we got to the station. I was glad to get off that train. The noise! I can't believe how loud those trains are coming along the Victoria line. Got off the train, up the steps. Matt popped in. Of course, I'd left my card. I left the card. I bought the happy couple and everything. I left them. Left them in the town hall somewhere. Couldn't believe it. And a little gift as well. Not a massive gift. I left it all in the town hall. What an idiot. Mind you, I did remember my umbrella, so that went up again. And Matt popped into Tesco's to get a bottle of bubbly, I think he got them, and another card. And Ray Reynolds gave him a card and a nice little gift, as well as many other people. I can't. Maybe someone might find it in the town hall and pass it on. Doubtful though, isn't it? Someone will have that, dear. Probably the poor lady who was sweeping up the confetti while I was in there, or the miserable man on the door. No, he wasn't miserable actually. He was all right. Bloke in glasses. No, he's just doing his job, watching his little computer screen in front of him. Bless his heart. That's right, Shane. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. No one says mind the gap. No one said it. No one. When I used to go to school, there was always someone with like an African accent. They'd come out their little door, because they all had guards then. I don't know if they still have guards. They'd all have guards, so like one person at the back of the train, and he'd come out, mindy door, like that, mindy doors. He was a nice bloke. I always used to talk to him. The man, he used to work there. He would push a button and close the doors. I always wanted to push that button, never did. Now we've all got our own buttons, haven't we? Open the doors yourself on the district line. The district line is nowhere near as noisy as those Victoria line trains. I couldn't believe it. So we come out of Tesco's and then we walked up the road and got into the pub. And things are happening in there. And there's a bit of music playing. DJ Damo was playing the music. And he did very well, I thought. Excellent. The lights are on. We had a couple of shows. There was a choir. I don't know what they could call it. A choir or a chorus. Perhaps a chorus. More of a chorus than a choir thing of blokes on the stage who were doing like barbershop singing. It wasn't a quartet. It wasn't a quartet because that's 4 people. There were more than 4. There was 1, 2. There was about 6 of them, I think, 6 or 7 of them on the stage doing some singing. Now, unfortunately, unless you were quite close to the stage, you couldn't actually hear them. They did have a microphone in front of them, but there was only one mic, like there. Now, look how close this mic is to me. Okay, so their microphone was about there. You see the problem? You couldn't really hear them if you moved too far away from the stage. But actually, there was probably no other way for them to do it. It's just one of those things, of course, on a stage, in a theatre or in a church or something like that, different situation, you would have been able to hear them. Unfortunately, because, people were coming in for the wedding and they were all chatting, people who hadn't seen people for ages, and chat. And there was a bloke walking around doing marvellous magic tricks. Marvellous magic tricks this bloke was doing. He came over to our table and he said to this bloke, he said, okay, he said, spread out. So he spread out the cards, right? And he said, okay, pick a card. So this bloke's picked a card up. Put it back in there. Put it back in the card. Okay, shuffle. Okay, so then he put an elastic, this is no word of a lie, he then put an elastic band around 2 corners, this magician. I think his name was Lee. And I think he's been on the telly as well. Very, very good. He's put elastic bands around 2 corners of the cards. and he's turned two up. So he's shown them this one, so you've got the cards walled down like that, and one's facing outwards on either sides. So it's not that one, is it? And the bloke said no. He's turned his pack over. He said, it's not that one either, is it? He said, no. Oh, I don't know. Oh, well. And he's chucked the cards high up onto the ceiling and dropped them down on the floor again. He said, never mind. And he's picked up the cards, put them on the table. Of course, we're looking at the cards. He said, look up at the ceiling. And on the ceiling is the card that the bloke is stuck to the ceiling, is the card that the bloke took out, and he'd signed it as well. How clever is that? He was brilliant, that magician, and a nice bloke as well. It was very nice. Did his job really well, I thought. The singers on the stage were fantastic. But as I say, you had to be right up to the stage. If you were down further, you couldn't really hear them, which was a shame because they were very talented. And they weren't just singing, the expressions on their face were telling the story as well. So that was great. And then we have some cabaret with cabaret artiste Electric Blue, who is just fantastic. It's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful performer. Electric Blue. DJ Damo did the music. And then we had a show from Kelly Wilde, international Australian pop singing superstar. Fantastic. There was some food going on upstairs, so I managed to get my food before it was advertised to everyone else, so I didn't have to queue. How fabulous is that? I did break my Slimming World diet yesterday. I broke my Slimming World diet. I had bread. I had bread yesterday. Terrible. Bread. Me. Bread. With butter. Oh, my God. Oh, God, I can feel the weight going back on now. And I had some rice and some salad stuff, and then the wedding cake downstairs. All the cameras came together. We had the knife, and the knife was brought through, and they cut the cake. You'll see this when I've put the video together, okay, of the wedding. The cake was to die for. Oh my God, what an absolutely delicious the best wedding cake I've ever tasted. Because the trouble is with wedding cakes, people think that it's got to be really rich and fruit and black inside. You know what I mean by black? Well, not black, but dark brown and fruit, and they put blooming liquid alcohol in it, and it's vile. It's like Christmas cake. It's like Christmas cake. Christmas cake is absolutely vile stuff, isn't it? Don't you think? I hate it. And Christmas pudding, even worse. Christmas pudding, it's disgusting. No, not this wedding cake. It was sponge. A sponge wedding cake with the most delicious icing and dusting of something on the top. I don't know what it was. Was it like breadcrumbs, but not breadcrumbs? I don't know what it was. Was it coconut? It might have been desiccated coconut. I like that word, desiccated. Do you like that word? If you're on one of the Learn English sites, use that today in a sentence. Desiccated. Desiccated. Was it desiccated? Was it desiccated coconut? I'm not quite sure, but it was absolutely, I have to say, got to be the best tasting wedding cake I have ever had in my entire life. It was so nice that I had 3 pieces. And they were, let me tell you, they were large pieces. And I had the icing of someone else's. So I took my first piece of wedding cake back to the table, and this girl spotted it. She was with her girlfriend, and she's gone to grab my plate. And I wouldn't let her have it, and I turned my back. She was lovely. I don't know what her name was. She had the most wonderful hairdo, actually. Like a very, how would I put, I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know what hairdo you'd call it. Anyway, she had great hairdo, and she's a big girl, and she's trying to get this cake off me. I'm turning me back. I'm trying to shove it in my mouth. And I could see she was trying to get the cake and just shove it on my face. I loved her. She was fantastic. Her and her girlfriend. And so I had that, and then someone else, and then I thought, oh, I'd love another piece of cake. So I went over and had another piece when no one was looking. And then someone was standing, so I've had that now. So someone was standing there, and they had their cake. What was his name? I think his name was Adam. Young lad, about 22, 23. Grey suit. Adam, that would be Adam, maybe. And he had his cake, and then he put the rest down. But he did. I said, "Oh, you haven't had the icing?" Yeah, there's too much icing on there. Oh, right, okay. So off he walked, and then I had his icing, and then I went back for another piece of cake. Oh, I cannot tell you how good that cake was. I just cannot. I wish I could cut a piece off and send it to you. I do. Best cake I have ever tasted in my life. Really was. So that was that. Who else did I meet? I met Guy's mum. She was lovely. And little Ricky's mum. Oh, bless. She was crying her eyes out doing the service. I just wanted to go over and hug her. She's lovely. Little Ricky's mum. And she's only little. Ricky's mum. Lovely lady. I've met her a couple of times before. And I think it was Guy's brother was there with his other half. Oh, they're good looking, those two, aren't they? They're good. And they had pink trousers on, which fitted them perfectly. I couldn't take my eyes off them. I don't know. I couldn't see anyone, unfortunately, that was taking their eyes off me, unfortunately. But it's one of those things, isn't it? And then, what else happened? We had a couple of glasses of bubbly stuff, which was quite nice. I don't usually drink, so it was one glass and I'm under the table, you know me. And my mate came about 8:30. It was going on a lot later than that, but by 8:30 I was really tired. So usually I have a couple of hours of sleep in the afternoon. That is completely normal to me, to go to sleep between somewhere between 3 and 8 p.m. for 2 hours. Somewhere between there, any 2 hour period in that block, and I'm fine. But I hadn't been asleep, and I was absolutely knackered. So about 7:30, I texted my mate. I said, can you pick us up about 8:30? I said, I'm getting really tired now. And he said, yes. So 8:30, he arrives. So I said goodbye to Guy and a couple of other people, and I quietly slipped out the door. Because otherwise, if people know that you're going, everyone wants to say goodbye. You can't get out the bloody door. So I looked around for Ricky, but I couldn't see Ricky to say goodbye to. But what an absolutely wonderful day. It really was a wonderful day, full of love and happiness, and so well done. So well done. I've been to a few weddings when I used to DJ at weddings, you see. I used to do, I was the mobile DJ that you rung up and called out to go and do your sort of mobile DJ type thing. It would be me who turns up. And I've seen some very badly organised weddings. Terrible. But one thing they all do have in common is the food. And there is usually far, far too much food made. And the weddings I used to go, not this one actually, this one they got it just about right. There was hardly any food left at the end, which is good. Because I can't bear wasted food. Can't stand it. The weddings I've been to where they've got trestle tables, you know, all out of the goodness of their heart because they think that's the correct thing to do. Trestle tables loaded with so much food. And the end of the night comes and it's all being chucked into big plastic black bags, and it's such a terrible waste. You know, when I did do weddings, and I'm going back here to the 80s actually, I had a transit van, and it would be me and my friend either Steve or Garri, I think, is the other person who used to help me. 2 friends of mine. And at the end of the night, they'd be so, do you want to take any food home? Anything you want, just take it. We used to have sandwiches and cakes in the car on the way home, or in the transit van on the way home. Oh, it was lovely. But there wasn't any food left there, really. Lovely food they had. What did they have last night? They had a chicken curry. I think they had a beef stew that was in there. They had salads, there was rice, there was little sausage rolls, them little triangle things. Samosas, I don't know what's in those. I don't know what's a soma. Is it like a pastry thing? I don't know what it is. A samosa. Salads and tomatoes. Oh, it was and potatoes done in butter. I had some of those as well. I just didn't care last night. And French bread with butter. Absolutely delicious. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful day. It really was. And we wish Guy and Ricky all the best. I don't know if either of them are still with us at the moment, but wonderful. Just such a wonderful day. It really was. Good. Mark, and that was my day yesterday. So that was yesterday. Came back here. Ronnie brought us back here. We had a cup of tea and I went straight to bed. I think I was in bed by about by about 12 o'clock, really. I was so tired. Watched Casualty before I went to bed. Da, 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 da. Did you watch Casualty? We watched that. And then Ronnie went home and then I went to bed. Well, put my stuff in my slow cooker for today, which I'm going to have shortly after I finish talking to you. That was nice. What a lovely day. And here we are on Sunday night now. Mark says, taking my mum to the Cirque Berserk today at Peacock Theatre, as it's her birthday next week. Ah, well, you'll have a nice time there, Mark. I hope you'll be buying... Did you get ice creams at half-time? Do you get ice creams at half-time? How much are they? Good morning, Kin. Have I said hello to you? Good morning, Kin. Morning, Kin. The ice creams, I think, at the King's Head Theatre Bar, the ice creams are about $4.50 for a tub, dear. No, get some sweets on the way there. Don't buy sweets in cinemas or theatres because they charge you an arm and a leg, dear. Not literally, you know. Don't start chopping off arms and legs and handing those in, really, because I don't think they'll swap those for sweets at all. All right. I've just got one story for you this morning in the Sun. And it's a song about, it's a story about wind. Wind in the Sun this morning. The whole toot. This is why you fart so much and what makes them smell so bad. No, one or two of you may know. I've had this problem for years. Years. So here we go. Farting, this is in the Sun, can be seen as funny or vile. But the fact is, we all do it. Come on, I know you do. Don't lie to me. I know you do. I know you do. The average person lets off around a pint of intestinal gas a day, generally puffed out in around 14 goes. So they reckon you go about 14 times a day. Now, here's a little thing for you to do then, right? So for the rest of the day, I want you to write down, you know, like a little gate. What's that called? You know, oh, what's that called? Bar graph. Bar graph. Where you go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or gate graph. I can't remember what it's called now. I want you to write down how many times you do this today and let me know on tomorrow morning's show, okay? I'll be with you tomorrow morning about 9:15, 9:30 in the morning. On occasion, it can seem like you are pumping up far more than the average. Dr. Patricia Raymond, a fellow of the American College of Gastroenterology, spoke to Refinery 29 to reveal just why that is. So here we go. On a plane, it cannot have gone unnoticed that you seem to unleash more pungent puffs when you are jetting around the world. As it turns out, there's a reason for this flight-induced flatulence, which shows that high altitudes cause the gas in our body to expand. This is in the Sun this morning. This causes us to bloat and eventually causes us to let off air far more times than we would have been if we'd have been seated at ground level. So there we are. My advice, take a boat. Take a boat. No more farting on the boat. No more. Do you do it a lot? Put a message, I'll read it out, okay? Getting your 5 a day. Not everything we munch during the day is fully digested. And what isn't gets passed on to the large intestine. Unfortunately, for fitness fans, the healthiest of foods causes the most fluctuance. Fruit, veg, legumes and whole grains all increase the amount of intestinal gas we produce, making us healthy but also causing our loved ones to hold their nose. Oh, yes. Onions, oh, I love them. Broccoli, beautiful. Cauliflower, lovely. And cabbage and sprouts all contain a carbohydrate called raffinose. I thought he was a piano player. Raffinose? Didn't he play the piano? Oh, I must get that one. I haven't got that. Raffinose. I'm sure he plays the piano, which we are unable to digest. And full of air, along with gas produced by digestion, the air we swallow. That's why I've got it so much. Because I talk a lot and I keep swallowing too much air. That must be it. Along with gas produced by digestion. Why are we talking about this on a Sunday morning? Oh, God. Along with gas produced by digestion, the air we swallow also contributes towards our toots. Some of the air makes its way down our gullet. I like that word, gullet. That's a good word, gullet. While we are eating or drinking, and then it leaves via the back door. The good news is that this variety of air normally doesn't smell as bad as the others. The process is called aerophagia, and it's caused by eating quickly, chewing gum, or guzzling fizzy pop. Very bad. Fizzy pop for your teeth, dear. It goes on. Absorption. The particularly pungent farts are caused by our bodies having difficulty dealing with what we have eaten. This can vary from person to person, with people struggling with various kinds of food, meaning there is no hard and fast rule about what will make you reek. Well, that cake last night didn't seem to be a problem. Is there any of that left, Guy? Is there any cake left? Could I have a little bit more tomorrow night? I'm going to send him a private message. Ask him, can I have one more bit of cake tomorrow night? Even though my Slimming World weigh-in is on Tuesday. But the most common one people experience problem with are sugars from carbs, followed by people having difficulty with dairy. So finally on this story, it says, a proper problem. The timing and type of our toots tend to differ from day to day. However, Dr. Raymond suggests frequent episodes of gas and bloating that comes with pain or other symptoms like diarrhea or constipation are worth having a chat with your GP about. Well, I don't really have pain or anything like that. It just comes out a lot. Frequent and foul-smelling ones could be symptoms of chronic conditions such as IBS and celiac disease. Ah, there you go. So that's what I got, IBS. So there we are. There's our chat this morning about farts for you. I hope that was very informative to your little faces today. Right? Good morning to Duke. Morning, Duke. And morning, Paul Stone joining us. You disappeared last night, Paul. Where did you go, dear? Very, very important subject that. I hope I covered it well for you. All right. Good morning, Chris. Morning. Let's do today's birthdays then. I'll do yesterday's birthdays as well. And, of course, congratulations to Guy and Ricky on becoming married yesterday. Once again, if you just joined us, let me show you a little picture of them. There they are. Guy and Ricky at Islington Town Hall yesterday. Look how close they look, don't you think? You know how you look at some people and you think, yeah, they're right to be together. And you look at others and you're thinking, oh, no, they shouldn't be together. But they look right together, don't they? Don't you love the suits? They got those made in Thailand, about 50 quid each. It's good, isn't it? Beautiful suits. Absolutely beautiful suits. And if you go to Thailand, you must seek out somewhere that makes suits. There's loads of tailors over there. My mate went out there, David Rosen. He was a DJ, very popular DJ for years and years, who I'm still in contact with, I'm pleased to say. He's a very, very, very good friend of mine, David Rosen. And he went to Thailand. And the story there, he was gay and had always been gay. Right? Went to Thailand, met a woman, married her, moved over here. Got a family. How fantastic is that? You see, I believe this whole gay straight thing. And I was talking to another friend of mine the other day, Dave H, who comes along to the karaoke. I believe you fall in love with a person for who they are in their head, not what they look like. I do believe you fall in love with who someone is. And that happened to David. He met someone out there. That was it. Bang. I mean, I might go somewhere on holiday next week and fall in love with a cat. I don't know. Or a dog. Or a goldfish. Or maybe, if I'm really lucky, another bloke. There you go. One of those things. But those two look like they belong together, don't they? Don't you think? When David went out there, he went into a suit shop and says, oh, I'd like a suit, please. He said, yeah, okay. Well, out come all these... bloke opened a cupboard door, all these beautiful different materials, all the colours of the rainbow and all different, textures and all that business. So he chose his colour. He said, okay. He said, and now with the lining. And he opened this other cupboard and there's all this dodgy lining in there. Calvin Klein, Yves Saint Laurent, Armani. He said, what lining do you want? And he said, okay, come back. He measured him. Out comes the tape measure, measures him. Okay, come back tomorrow. And the suit's ready. He bought 3 suits in the end. Beautiful suits. And as you can see from Ricky and Guy's, good quality as well. Lovely, lovely suits in Thailand. And I am considering going to Thailand for a holiday. It very much depends. I'm kind of waiting for the answer. Hang on a minute. Let me just check they're not there. I'm waiting for an answer, actually, from someone who I may or may not be going on holiday with. And if they decide not, which is fine, it's not a problem, then I may well go to Thailand this year, towards the end of the year, because it is somewhere that I'd like to visit. I like quiet holidays. I think Bangkok would be a little bit too much for me, to be honest, people-wise. However, that being said, I think it's somewhere that needs to be experienced. So I'll probably, fly to there and then on to somewhere else from there. Now, funnily enough, Guy and Ricky, and I think possibly another couple of their friends as well, are going there at the end of the year. So that's a possibility as well. I'm not used to going on holiday with other people. I have been on holiday with one person before. When I say one person, I don't mean just one person, but one person at a time. Okay? With my best mate and another best mate before, and they always end up in rows for some reason, and that's why I go on holiday on my own. However, holidays with family, never a row. That just doesn't happen. Because I think, in a way, when you're going on a holiday with family, you're thinking of them rather than yourself all the time, Certainly with my nephew when I went on holiday with Jimmy. And, of course, with my other nephew, Garri, and my niece, Tracy. I've been on holiday with both their families. They got little people in their families. And that was great as well. But going on holiday with one other person doesn't really work for me. I don't know why, unless it's a family member. With a group of people, that might be completely different. So I'm kind of considering that, or I might just go on my own. So we'll have to see how that goes. But, it's all right, isn't it? Alrighty. Wednesday evening, Dukey. Good morning, Ronnie. Hey, there's Ronnie there. He's there. That's my best mate there who's just appeared there. How lovely for you to just wake up and see my happy bouncing face. Duke, on Wednesday, I do a quiz on Wednesday evening, mate. That's at the King's Head Theatre Bar. Are you coming along to play the quiz? I'll take you out to Five Guys afterwards if you want to. We'll have to be quick, though, because it closes at 11. Unless you want to choose another night. What day am I free this week? I think I might be free Tuesday. Or is it Thursday? No, I'm free Tuesday night this week, I think. All right. Okay, doke. Let's do today's birthday zen, and then I'm going to have my dinner, which is bubbling away downstairs. I can hear it. Bubble. Well, not really. I can't hear it. Happy birthday today to Mark. Oh, hang on a minute. Hello to Mark Araju, who says, I'm looking sharp this morning. Thank you very much. Sharp with my gold Blue Peter badge. Available on eBay for like $1.99 or something. Honest. Hello, happy birthday to Mark Thistlewaite, who's 30 years old today. Happy birthday, Mark. Simon Hoadley is 48 years old today. Chris Jepson, who does photographs. He does very, very good photographer as well. Photographer. Very good photographer as well. Happy birthday, Chris. While since I've seen you. I won't see you at Two Brewers. I left there some months ago now. After they decided to open till 3 in the morning. I can't be working till 3 in the morning, love. No. Happy birthday today to Ezmee, 43 years old today. Happy birthday, Ezmee. Love your name. That's a lovely name. Scott Whitley, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Scott. And, now what's that say there? Jhesun Stephen is a young 18 years old today. Happy birthday, Jhesun. I'll do yesterday's birthdays as well, boys and girls, because, of course, we weren't here yesterday. I had a bit of a busy day yesterday. Happy birthday yesterday to a good friend, Steve Malley. 68 years old yesterday. Steve, I do notice you've got about 5 Facebook profiles. Do you keep forgetting your password, mate? Do you keep forgetting? It's quite funny. There are a few people, and every few months, a new profile appears, and you know they've lost their passwords. Happy birthday, Steve. Happy birthday to lovely Reece, 24 years old today, who got married last year himself, didn't you, to your other half there? Our Lord. Reece and our Lord. You don't mind if I call you our Lord, do you? All right. Happy birthday to you, Reece, for yesterday. Garri was 29 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Garri. Rob Ryman from CMP Radio is 29 years old yesterday. Brian Windsor, happy birthday, Brian, to you. Hope you're well. Leon Corrigan, again, radio type person, 35 years old yesterday. It was a lot yesterday. Jack Harris's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Jack. Lovely Simon Miller is, I can't believe you're 39, Simon. Now, Simon was a regular at the Black Cap. Nice lad. Happy birthday for you yesterday, Simon. DJ as well. Happy birthday yesterday for Simon. Hans. Hans is 54 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Hans. 1 year behind me. Sela Dicini was 28 years old yesterday. Miss Hayley Licious, 27 years old yesterday. And one, two, there's another 2 from Stephen there. I do find that quite amusing. You've obviously forgot your passwords for all these other accounts. And Matt Colton was 31 years old yesterday. So here comes the tune. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthday, whether it was yesterday or today, boys and girls. Just one quick message from Ashley joins us this morning. Good morning, Ashley. I'm just finishing now. Chris, his phone crashed. No, Wednesday, I do a quiz on Wednesday, Duke, 8:30 to 10:30. Now, I'm free at 10:30 if you want a quick burger at Five Guys after, or if you want to choose another day. I'm off Tuesday night this week. Are you free perhaps Tuesday night, maybe? Maybe you're free Tuesday night. Do let us know, Chris, a private message or something like that. Right, I'm going downstairs to have my dinner. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Spaghetti and very spicy arrabbiata sauce. I don't stick to diet. I don't stick to recipes anymore. You know, I've got the recipes. I know the recipe, and then I start adding other things to it. Do you do that as well? Eh? I'm sure you do. Sure you do. Have a nice Sunday, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.